Hi, we're here with Jared Nilsson and Jessica Hopper, who write the Gossip Wolf column for the Chicago Reader and also host the podcast Hit Her to Quit It, which you can catch on Vocalo.org, to talk about the Pitchfork Music Festival, which is coming back to Chicago in Union Park this weekend. Jessica and JR, it's great to see you guys.
Thanks.
So help put this festival in context. We're on year 5 of this now. How important of a festival is it these days?
Well, I would say in Chicago here, it's definitely one of the biggest of the summer. We're known for our neighborhood street festivals. This is quite a bit larger than that, but a lot smaller.
This is larger than the Rib Fest, you're saying?
It is. It is a little bit
much bigger deal internationally. I mean, it's also grown exponentially every year. They've gotten bigger artists. You know, it's become much more of a destination festival too. But I think also it's, they have a couple local bands on there, and it's.
In the big time reunions, Pavement this year.
Yeah.
Haven't played in quite a while. That's quite an act to get.
Yeah, tell me more about what you're expecting from them and why their performance promises to be such a closely watched one.
Well, I mean, they're kind of a big kahuna. They're as far as indie rock of the '90s goes, they're one of the major artists. Really want to hear them and see them. They're an act that's influenced a lot of bands currently, and I think people want to get a gander at them.
Well, they're also really an important band just in terms of Pitchfork. You know, that they're one of the big iconic bands of the particular strain of indie rock that Pitchfork really pays close attention to. But very much to Pitchfork's credit, they've become a much more ecumenical festival. You know, gotten more. Much bigger and more credible and more diverse acts as headliners. You know, we have Big Boy and LCD Sound System and St. Vincent and Pavement, and then they've also added a comedy stage. So you have a much broader range of bands that you can see.
Yeah, what are you guys looking forward to in addition to Pavement, JR, this year in the lineup?
Well, LCD Sound System is one I'm definitely looking forward to. Their new record is really great. I saw a little bit of the show that they played at the Metro a couple months ago, and that should be pretty super.
He did a full hour with Terry Gross, by the way, recently on Fresh Air.
The guy's a good talker.
Weeks ago.
Yeah. Panda Bear, I'm definitely excited to see the Panda Bear set. He's got a new record. He's one of the guys in Animal Collective, and he's got a new record that's coming out later this year. There's been a few little snippets leaked on the internet, and people are pretty excited about it, and I'm assuming he's going to play a lot of new music, so I think people are really going to look forward to that. I'll be excited about that. And there's a Chicago hip-hop guy, Freddie Gibbs, is going to be playing. He's very good.
Technically, Gary, Indiana.
Well, Gary,
we like
Indiana.
to call him one of our own.
The region, but
Ready to load the walk with us in the ghetto. Cans of spam, hand to hand. Dope deals made, dollar for dollar, grand for grand. You can follow me and see just how much a man can stand. Before we go off the deep end, come to your crib and creep in. Help us get home invaded.
So Freddie Gibbs is one on your list. Who else is on your list this year?
I think the band I'm most excited to see is Sonny and the Sunsets, who are a pretty small-time pop act that got added last minute. They're from San Francisco, and I saw them a couple times at South by Southwest, and you know, I don't know how they're going to do on such a big stage because I've only seen them in small venues, but they're really about as charming as it gets. So,
What's charming about them for you?
well, they're really just sort of straight ahead and very unpretentious, and they have great songs. So
Well, that always helps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bad songs
Gotta have the tunes.
hurts the charm, don't
they
you
seem,
think?
you know, I mean, they really seem like a band that you might see at a party in somebody's garage, and so they're one of the last-minute additions to Pitchfork, and I think they will be. I think people will be very surprised by them.
Yeah. Who else are you looking forward to?
I always really enjoy seeing St. Vincent, and I really want to see Big Boy. Really love the new Big Boy album.
St. Vincent was back here last year at Millennium Park, I believe.
Yeah.
Right. So now at Union Park as part of Pitchfork and got a lot of notoriety. And then Big Boy. Tell me more about Big Boy.
Well, he's better known as the half of Outkast.
Yeah.
So, you know, his new record is his first serious solo.
And you like it a lot.
Yeah, it's great.
I keep it player while some choose to play it safe. Boy, check the resume, it's risky business in the AA. And I've been witness to this history ever since the 10th grade. We went from rock and brace to 10th phase.
They've gotten a lot more credible hip-hop acts. And, I mean, they have LP this year, and who else do they have?
And Freddie Gibbs. Yeah.
And Freddie Gibbs.
And Raekwon is playing, too.
Yeah, Freddie Gibbs right now is
Clan.
pretty much like one of the hottest things in hip-hop. And he's far too under the radar to really even make a dent on something like Lollapalooza, where you have a gazillion bands and you're paying twice as much as what you're paying at Pitchfork. And you know, the thing that I really love about Pitchfork is just that even when it's totally sold out, it's still a really manageable festival. You can still find
roomy.
your friends.
Yeah.
You know, you can still have a conversation. You don't have to pay like $19 for a water. You know, like how it is at most festivals. You don't feel like you're going to die in the heat. They have some shade there.
But let's be fair, you know, the weather is out of the control of organizers of the festivals. Like Lollapalooza.
I thought Pitchfork controlled everything.
Just an indie rock, maybe not the weather. But I've been to Lollapalooza. You know, they have bad luck with the weather. It's always so hot, Lollapalooza weekend.
You generally feel like you're going to die at Lollapalooza.
Yeah, you might be dancing to Daft Punk and having a great time, but you're going to lose about 10 pounds of body weight. Yeah.
Which may be an added benefit depending on how you look at it.
Could be.
One final question for you. Time Out Chicago this week calls this the best Pitchfork ever. JR, what's your take on that?
Well, I think, like I said, Pitchfork is kind of a personal experience. I've been to Pitchfork in a bunch of different circumstances. I sold ice cream at Pitchfork once a couple of years ago. I did. Thanks to Jessica, I got to be on stage to see Public Enemy play. It takes a nation of millions to hold us back in its entirety, which is probably one of the highlights of my life as a human being. It was a really great show. I was like 10 feet away from Chuck D. I got some body sweat on me. It was awesome. So for me, that's going to be pretty hard to top.
Yeah.
You know, I think I would have to be inside Pavement's drum kit for it to be any better this year. But other people might disagree.
Well, I'll look for you there. In the meantime, JR and Jessica, thanks so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.